Let's get to the flow down, talk about where the markets are going here. ETF market attracting $21 billion of investments in July. U.S. equities seeing the bulk of the inflows. That brings the total inflows in the ETF market this year over $150 billion, almost half of the inflows coming from fixed income. Take a look at some of the year's biggest winners there. You see inflows. Spider finally getting some inflows. We're seeing the iShares Russell 2000, some inflows. I guess the question here is, yes, equity ETFs still seeing inflows, but these bond funds, just money, oceans of money.
And the reason you don't see any individual bond fund there is because it's across the board. It's everything from the 20 to the 3-month to mortgage backs to junk bonds to municipal bonds. The entire U.S. bond sector has just been an umbrella turned upside down, catching money from investors.
Can you make any case for owning any kind of bonds, including high yield?
I have a really hard time taking duration risk at 1.8% on the 10-year. It doesn't make intuitive sense when I can get 2.4, 2.5% yield on the currency of equity. In other words, think about this. The companies themselves that are issuing credits are paying less in yield than the dividend that you get owning the stock. Why in the world would you buy a credit with duration and quality risk when you can own the underlying security that's actually giving you a piece of the cash flow? We're in strange times here.
Yeah.
And I am not sticking my capital into a 10-year duration at under 2%. You know, you can lose a lot of money when the market decides that, you know what, I don't think a 10-year should be at 1.7, 1.8%. I think it should be at 2.5. You're going to lose 25% of your capital.
But why aren't we getting any inflation? In theory, with the Fed cutting rates, and now we've got a whole bunch of tariffs around the world, wouldn't that be inflation? If we don't get inflation of some kind here, it's a little strange, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think maybe we will get it. It's always the vigilantes that say it doesn't matter till it matters. And then in a 48-hour period, grown men are weeping that have huge duration on their fixed income.